Well, now we got some really interesting pictures in this video. Well, hi there, welcome to Bella's Vistas. We're driving through Gros Morne Park in this video. We got some fabulous shots too. This is the road. We're headed in through Gros Morne. In years past, I've run into caribou along here and gotten some wonderful pictures. This year we didn't get much wildlife at all, but we did see some beautiful sights. We're far away from the cities, lots of rocks, pulled in here to have a little bit of a look around. Gros Morne, I think, is a fjord, and there's lots of water here, lots of scenery. People come from all around the world to visit Gros Morne Park. There's quite a bit of driving through here. Now we're pulling into Rocky Harbor. We're going to find Rocky Harbor seafood and get some great food. Here I'm filling up our cooler with ice. Get all the ice you want for $5. So I'm going to put some in the cooler here, smooth it out. This Yeti cooler was a great thing to buy. It really helps. It keeps our food nice and cool on the road. Not exactly magic, but it's pretty darn close. Now I got the food in there, I'm going to throw some ice on top of it. There's nothing like having an ice cold drink on a hot day, I tell you, when you're out on the road. Meanwhile, I'm doing some video here at Rocky Harbor. I imagine these rocks are the reasons why they call it Rocky Harbor. I love these. I used to come here many years ago with my dog Rocky and walk down on the beach there. That was wonderful memories with Rocky here. Thought I'd get some video of the waves. I shot lots of different kinds of waves here. I really love being right by the ocean and listening to the sound of it. It's a far cry from where I live. We've got big cornfields and wheat fields and beautiful farms and things. Lots of wildlife, but no ocean. Here I was just paying attention to the strength of the waves in the ocean. There's lots of energy there. If you tried swimming there, you'd probably get pulled under and drown. Water's really cold too. In fact, that's what people tell me. The deep cold water is what makes the Rocky Harbor seafood so good. The lobster is really hard and firm. There's lots of wind here too today. I was photographing the Lobster Cove lighthouse here, and my goodness, look at the shake. The camera's on a tripod and it's just shaking so much I had to hold it down to keep it from blowing away. And the seagulls just fly by anyway. HDR shot of the lighthouse here. It's just a beautiful lighthouse. I've been here many, many times. Lobster Cove Head. There's a history here, that's for sure. Now we're leaving the lighthouse. We're running down the road again. Now we're on the road. We're headed to Arches Park. That's where the shot at the very beginning of this video comes from Arches Park. Again, I've been to Arches Park many times. It's a great free camping site, so you know, if it's free, you know that's where I like to be. I'm having fun now. So good having my 12 to 40 millimeter back. Well, it's one of those mornings, a schizophrenic kind of day. I got on my Hawaiian shirt and my winter hat, and I'm getting some shots here. Look at this. Wow, I'm really happy with this shot off the back of my camera. What I'm shooting. I love that 12 to 40 millimeter. That's like a 24 to 80. That used to be the Leica bag. Look off in the distance there. Wow. And on the back of my camera, well, it's a bit hard to get this organized here. Need an extra hand, but wow, look at that. This is just great. Beautiful pink. But you know, when there's pink in the morning, you know, you might have a bad day. So happy. Thanks for visiting. Well, you know what I always say about look over your shoulder. Look over here. My goodness, what a sky. Look at that. If I get the shot, you're going to see it right here. Beautiful sky. There's the dead trees in the background. They're from a forest fire. They really stand out against the sky. It's definitely shaping up to be one of those mornings. Cute little bunny rabbit here came to visit me a couple times. This is a swamp sparrow eating a little green bug. Very cute bird. This is the path up to the washrooms here. Like I said, what a view, eh? What a great place. And look, what's this here? There's a little chipmunk. These old trees are really, really amaze me. Been burned, I guess, by a forest fire. Really something. Beautiful. This is the Rocky Harbor lobster. It was frozen, so we let it thaw out in the cooler. Added some of our fresh blueberries that we got in Conception Bay. This is a Newfoundland dish here, blueberries and lobster. We had some of the Rocky Harbor scallops here, so we're frying those up in some garlic butter. That's a pound of scallops for $20, so that's $20, and half a pound of lobster for another $20. So it's fairly expensive, but that's a treat. You don't have that every day. It came up so nice on the frying pan in the garlic butter. Then I got taking some pictures. This is at Arches Park. I was trying to get practiced up. I'm waiting for the sunset. The first day, well, it was kind of a waste. But I got some angles figured out. I figured, where do I want to take the pictures from? I tried different video settings. I wanted to get some slow motion video too, and I managed that. This is just beautiful. I tried with my flip-flops on those rocks, and that was like a death wish, so I switched over to running shoes, and I got my shoes soaking wet, and they smell really bad. I'm gonna have to either throw them out or scrub them or something. Look at how the water has eroded through these rocks. It's amazing because of the different strata, the different density and hardness of the rock. Some of it wears away before the others, so that's what gives us these unique features. We've seen arches like this in Arches Park in Utah. The delicate arch, amazing land site. The waves really add to this. I spent at least 2 days here shooting video, shooting stills. making my plans, what to do, where to go, when. Because when the light starts changing, you don't have a lot of time to think. You got to run around and know what your exposures are going to be. So that's what I did. I planned out the shoot. Here I'm just putting in time, watching the waves. Some people came by to see what I was doing, and I said, this is going to be great. In about 2 hours, it'll be unbelievable. In the meantime, I filled in my time with using some driftwood, some different shots, some waves in the distance here, some HDR waves. I'm always trying to figure out ways to make the water look more interesting. Look at that wave coming in there. I mean, wow. It's a great place to visit. Wouldn't be disappointed if you come here. It's on the way to Lansa Meadows up to the Viking settlement in northern Newfoundland. We're on the way to Labrador. Look at that. Wow, the sun's going down. I'm really in love with this sunset. I love it so much. Now the sun's starting to come in through the arch. You get an idea of what I'm shooting for. It's really starting to happen. Well, it's not coloring up tonight. I'm taking a walk. So windy down there, I couldn't even wear my hat. Look at those waves coming right at me. When you're looking through the camera, it's downright scary. Then the moon came out and smiled down on the rocks. And I packed up my stuff. Golden hours here. It's all over. Within 10 or 15 minutes of the sun setting, usually, if you're going to get any real color, that's when it's going to happen. And this is just sort of blah. So all I can do is hope for better tomorrow. I'll get up in the morning and make coffee and see where I go from there. Still, it's beautiful just to be here. To see that big rock against the ocean and think how many years it's been there. It's been there a long time. Next morning, well, I'm having my coffee and things are brightening up. It's starting to look good. I'm pretty excited about today. Waves are coming through. I'm not smart enough with the tides to know when the high tides are, but I think we're getting close here. We've got the sunset shaping up. This is a slow motion on the waves, just to give you some idea of the intensity of the waves. I'm so impressed. With my OM1 to be able to shoot all the different features it has, like slow motion video, time lapse, it's just amazing. And I'll augment that with my cell phone sometimes too, using hyperlapse and things like that. Look at those waves coming in, bouncing in off the walls of the cave there. Just amazing. And I did get splattered with some of the overspray. I should have paid more attention. We'll just call it a special effect when I got little drops of water on my filter and it made some sparkles. What an evening. I was just so excited. The anxiety that I feel, I've waited 2 days for this and I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss anything. Look at that shot. I'm really liking this one. Wow. That's my 12 to 40 lens that I just had repaired. It's doing a great job too. Really happy with that. There you see some of the sparklies from the spots of water on the filter. Just beautiful though, wow. Sun's pretty well down now. We're getting into the golden hour, so within the next, say, 15-20 minutes it'll be all over. Here's what I'm looking out to see. It's quite a job for me to get here. I mean, I have to drive halfway across Canada, hop on a boat, drive a part way across the ocean, and then drive another 800 or 900 kilometers once I get to the rock. But I love it. I mean, there's something everywhere to see. This is called Parsons Cove. Beautiful shots to be had here. Here's a boat that's sawed in half, and they put a door there, so you got a little shed to store your nets and things in there. Then we went to the shipwreck site. I've been here before. Thought I'd go there and see what I could find. Low tide here. That was beneficial for us because you get to see a lot of the wreckage here. The salt water is having its way with all these metal pieces, that's for sure. Dust in the wind. HDR here really brings out the gnarliness of the rusty metal, I think. The impermanence of things. First law of thermodynamics. Proof of a maker. Look at that. Wow. Imagine all those teeth cut on that gear. Like, 100 years ago? I don't know how long ago. It's just amazing. I am really very impressed. Now, one of my old buddies always had an axe with him, and I'm sure if he was here he'd want to chop that one tree down. But we don't do anything like that. Just a beautiful view there. Now we're driving past Sally's Cove. It's a nice drive on a fine day. I could never pass by Sally's Cove without taking pictures, but this time I did. Now we got some boats off in the distance here. See the mountains ahead of us, Tableland Mountains. They're flat, sort of flat top mountains. Still very spectacular mountains to see. When it comes to mountains, I pretty much love them all. When you're driving along here, you can look to the right, you got the ocean, the left you got mountains, turns around, it's different, but everywhere you look it's just beautiful. If you haven't been to Newfoundland, I highly recommend it. Wow, thanks for visiting Bella's Vistas. Please like, subscribe, come on back again real soon.